It took a lot of me just like digging deep into just like finding something that solely just like set me apart. With me choosing to now bring in the Kwaito element, how I worked around the engineering around Skhanda, it was me bringing in the Kwaito element into hip hop and not taking hip hop to the Kwaito space. Not because I was making Kwaito songs, but it was more for my stuff to be relatable to the average guy, even a non-hip hop person. You know when you hear a record, the first 30 seconds is everything. If I have to sit with it and convince myself, then there's a problem. Or like you're forcing things, So I always trust that window period of 30 seconds. That's how I make the best decisions in terms of like the selections of the beats that I have on. Like I said, I go and I sit with the beat, bro, like in my own little space, listen to other things, and by the time I come back to this record, or I could be listening to someone else's track and then something, gets triggered, and then I go back to this beat and like, this is how I want to jump on it. I keep an open mind with everything that I do, because sometimes it's not just about finding the flow, but it's finding the right pocket, on the track. Because sometimes it could be a beat, and then you're thinking, okay, cool, so I'm gonna rap like this, boom, boom, boom. And then you go and you just listen to other things out there, and then you come back and you decide not to rap, period. But instead you're just gonna get into like melody and stuff. So that was some of the, how I bounce around within the creative walls when I'm working on songs. My music is also influenced by things that play out in like other people's stories. I have a song on the album right now called Bushiri that's talking about a guy who finds himself remorseful because he's been living a double life, and he went and got his side chick pregnant, and then now he needs to confront his main lady and tell her how he's messed up. So yeah, so stories like that, that's not my personal story. It's things that I know are happening in our neighborhood, our community. So sometimes I just like package those and put them over beats and give it to the world. So when I found myself creating, like this kind of sound, to me it wasn't just alright, cool, so this is like the KO sound. It was me trying to give hip hop a face, to give hip hop a South African identity. What I had in my mind, if I was curating the culture, if I was A&Ring SA hip hop, I would ideally like them, the artists coming out of this country to sound, so that we sound uniquely South African, and that sets us apart from everything else that is happening out there in the world. But yes, cool. So some people, ran with that, and it was great. But even now, or should I say over the past couple of years, we eventually lost our identity as South African hip hop. We just started becoming a lot more Americanized again, and that's now why you're seeing the impact has also been on the decline is based on the fact that people now are they're finding it slightly less to relate to it because we've deprived them of that South African identity.